How are you all? Hope you all are doing well. It's been a few days now that we have been learning about some interesting topics, and today we will learn about one of the greatest organizations of our country, that is ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. So let's get started.
ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. The Indian Space Research Organization is the space agency of the Government of India and has its headquarters in the city of Bengaluru. Its vision is to harness space technology for national development while pursuing space science research and planetary exploration. The Indian National Committee for Research was established in the tenure of Jawaharlal Nehru under the Department of Atomic Energy in 1962. With the urging of scientist Vikram Sarabhai recognizing the need in space research, INSCOPER grew into became ISRO, that is ISRO, in 1969, also under the DAE. In 1972, Government of India had set up a Space Commission and the Department of Science, bringing ISRO under the DOS. The establishment of ISRO thus institutionalized space research activity in India. It is managed by the DOS, which reports to the Prime Minister of India. The founder of ISRO, Vikram Ambalal Sarabhai, was an Indian physicist and astronomer who initiated space research and helped develop nuclear power in India. He was honored with Padma Bhushan in 1966 and the Padma Vibhushan in 1972. He is internationally regarded as the father of the Indian space program. The chairperson of ISRO, K. Sivan. K. Sivan is an Indian space scientist and the chairperson of the Indian Space Research Organization. He has previously served as the director of the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center and the Liquid Propulsion System Center. Satellites. ISRO has put into operation two major satellite systems, the Indian National Satellites for Communication Services and the Indian Remote Sensing Program, that is IRS, Satellites for Management of Natural Resources. Now let us talk about the Indian National Satellites. The Indian National Satellite System, or INSAT, is a series of multi-purpose geostationary satellites launched by ISRO to satisfy the telecommunication, broadcasting, meteorology and search and rescue operations. Commissioned in 1983, INSAT is the largest domestic communication system in the Indo-Pacific region. It is joint venture of the Department of Science, Department of Telecommunication, India Meteorological Department, All India Radio and Doordarshan. The next one is IRS, that is Indian Remote Sensing Program. The IRS system is the largest constellation of remote sensing satellites for civilian use in operation today in the world. With 11 operation satellites, all these are placed in polar sun orbit and provide data in a variety of spatial, spectral and temporal resolutions. Indian Remote Sensing Program completed its 25 years of successful operations on March 17, 2013. Our next is Chandrayaan-1. Chandrayaan-1 was the first Indian lunar probe under Chandrayaan program. It was launched by the Indian Space Research Organization in October 2008 and operated until August 2009. The mission included a lunar orbiter and an impactor. The objectives of Chandrayaan-1 are to design, develop, launch and orbit a spacecraft around the moon using an Indian-made launch vehicle, to conduct specific experiments using instruments on the spacecraft, to increase scientific knowledge and to test the impact of a sub-satellite. Now let's talk about the next project, that is Chandrayaan-2. Chandrayaan-2 is the second lunar exploration mission developed by the Indian Space Research Organization after Chandrayaan-1. It currently consists of a lunar orbiter and also included the Vikram lander and the Pragyan lunar rover, all of which were developed in India. The main scientific objective is to map and study the variation in lunar surface composition as well as the location and abundance of lunar water.
So children, today we learned about ISRO and some of its satellites. Hope you learned and enjoyed the video. Thank you.